You're listening to Engage Williston, a Williston Area Chamber of Commerce podcast, brought to you by the Leadership Williston Class of 2025. Your hosts are Diane Schmidt, Megan Liss, and Carmen Delaney.
Engage Williston is brought to you by Western Cooperative Credit Union. You can visit their website at wccu.org. Join the herd.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Engage Williston. My name is Carmen and my co-hosts are Diane and Meg.
Hello.
Hey guys. Just making sure that they're awake. And our guest today is Jessica Delvo.
Hello.
Hi, Jessica.
Intros are always uncomfortable, aren't they?
No, what are you talking about? We're all comfortable here. We're all so relaxed. Welcome, Jess. And Meg is going to give us our roadmap to get us started.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about who's Jessica Delvo, all of her endless creative endeavors that she has going on, and any future ventures we can look forward to in the future. And of course, to cap it all off, we have our fun little question we sneak at the end, so look forward to that.
Well, I'm excited.
Yes, we're so happy to have you here. I know that we've been trying to coordinate a time with you to come on and talk a little bit more about what you do and all the marketing that goes on and your many, many jobs.
Mm-hmm. So many hats.
But let's just start off with who you are. Like, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? How you got here to Williston?
Yeah. So, basically, I moved here in 2021. My husband's from here, so we were here in 2016. And I said, I am not living here. I'm not raising my kids here. We're moving. So we moved to Jamestown for 5 or 6 years, and then Brandon got a job over here at Williston State College for a little bit, and so that's what brought us back here. Mm-hmm. And I came kicking and screaming because, it was just not my top choice. And so, but I've always, wherever I am, I can go anywhere and I could probably make a name for myself. And I try to just get involved with the community. And that's kind of like what I like to do, because I feel like that's the best way to get involved. And especially, so when I did move here, I was like, I'm making the best of it. And, I'm going to make Williston the best place I can make it for my kids, at least, right? So, So I have a business, the Creative Dove, and I started that in 2012. And so it was just a matter of getting to know people. So I actually ended up getting a job here at the Chamber.
That's right.
And so I got to meet a lot of people here and get connected with so many different people. And then I just decided about a year and a half in, I was like, you know what? I think I'm a boss. I need to just be on my own and boss myself. And so that's when I just kind of broke off and I kind of left Anna Nelson. She was the president here at the time, and Carmen was still here. Or you just started, actually.
I did.
And
I was like, hi, bye.
I know. I was like, you're in such good hands, bye. But the chamber is near and dear to my heart, so that's why I just try to stay connected, and you guys are truly rock stars, so.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's so interesting that, a lot of people that we have on the podcast here, they visited Williston during that time, like around the early 2000s or to like 2016, and they always say like, oh yeah, no, Williston's not for me. And then for some reason or another, they end up coming back and they really see that the place is transformed. Yeah. And it is because the people who come here with that mindset of, I'm going to make it the best place that I want to be. Mm-hmm. And so the growth of Williston has been exceptional. I mean, you've, like you said, like from your job, marketing, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. I mean, you do much more than just marketing.
Yeah.
You've met so many of the people here.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool and interesting.
Well, it's funny because the people here, they make you get involved.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That is so true.
Like, hey, come to my board meeting. And then next thing you know, you're president. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, tell us a little bit more of the stuff that you're involved with here in Williston.
Oh gosh. So, well, I have the Creative Dove. And so I do photography, graphic design, web design, social media marketing, and some PR work and all that. You name it. Then I am the board president of Harmonic Creative World. Yes. Apparently, I just said I was the president the other day. But that is it's a group of people. Mario Laura founded it, and he teaches kids, about music and being in the orchestra. And then we have the children's choir, Williston Children's Choir. We just had an amazing concert this past weekend. And then we also have some theater that they are starting up. We had a program here this past summer, and we have some workshops here coming up in January. And then a little dabbling in some art stuff as well. Gosh, what else am I involved in?
You're on another podcast, right?
Yes, I am. With Alex Johnson, Supernatural Fix.
Yeah, we had him in the other day, and he was talking all about it. It sounds really fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And Alex, I think Alex and I, he's like a brother to me. We just get along so well. And so we just, we got together and we just have a good vibe together, and we just put on a conference, the Guiding Lights conference, this past October, and had an astrologer here, and it was just really cool, and it was a lot of fun because there was a good group of people that actually came out for it. And I mean, Williston is not as it's so progressive,
Yes, yeah.
So I think it's just a great little community we have.
Yes. It is a great community, and it definitely does have, different groups of people who kind of, there are, I don't want to get too political, but there are definitely places for everybody. There's something for everyone here. And so it is really cool that you can find your community, you can find your people who are kind of like extended family, and make these amazing visions that you have kind of come to life.
Yeah.
And Alex helped you become published, right?
Yes. I'm an accidental author.
Accidental author.
How does that happen?
So So just being involved, I love meditation. I love the whole manifestation thing. I think that it's a real thing. And just, having some good energy and all that. And so I was actually talking to a group of women this past January, and I had like a whole workbook thing that I wanted to present to them. And so I asked them, I was like, oh God, who can print this for me? And because it's like 90 pages, and I was just like, I wonder if I could just go online and do something. He goes, just send it to me. And I was like, okay. So I sent it to him, and then next thing you know, I got this copyright thing in the mail. I was like, what did you do? Yeah. So then a book was being published, and yeah, we just did it. It was cool. And so now I actually have a couple different books.
Oh, nice.
That I'm working on. So because it just felt so easy, and I have a lot of things I'd like to put out there. So.
And what are the titles?
I'm not going to dive into those just quite yet.
Dang it.
They're ruminating. They're still forming right now.
Well, did you want to talk about the journal that?
Yeah. So it was a manifestation journal. It's just about what you want out of life and what you put out there. I mean, if you're going to say you're going to have in a nice word, not so great day, then you're not going to have a nice day. Like,
right.
It's setting your intentions, and every single morning. I mean, I talk to my kids on the way to school, and like, what kind of day are you going to have?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the difference between a good and a bad day is your attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
fun.
that's what I feel like, you know, just moving here to Williston. Like, if you're going to have a crap attitude about it, then you're not going to make it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's all these reasons to be bored and not put your, but how many groups are out there that you can get involved in? I mean, from reading books to women's moms getting together to puzzle palooza to...
Right. And like you said, when you first were here, you were kind of like, no way am I raising my kids in this community. You didn't really see it. And then when you came back, you're like, well, I'm just going to make the best of it.
Yeah.
And I think it really is, there's something to be said about the power that we have just with our mindset of how we're going to approach things. I know we've had that conversation here all the time where Williston really is kind of the community that you make it.
Well, it's cool because, you know, even when I'm trying to find businesses to work with for my own business to get clients, it's a matter of me just going out and talking to people and actually showing up, or just as simple as answering your phone.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't answer their phone here.
Yeah.
And so that's just being a person and saying hello, shaking their hand and looking at them in their eye and being like, hey, you can trust me. And I did find that Williston, like I said, I had a business. But it wasn't until I had a physical location that they would actually come to me. So there's a trust thing that obviously with the whole transition of oil field and all that. So it's just kind of, I don't know, it is kind of nice to see that. So
Yeah. And I know you definitely had good luck when you were, you had your little studio in what's that
Downtown
building?
Plaza.
Downtown. That was really
Yeah.
cool. But then you moved to the Metro building, and that's kind of where all of our Harmonic people are now, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So,
and that was, you know, that was a tough move for me because I was in a very good central location. Rent was not wonderful, but it also was such a central location that I could never get my work done because people just kept on popping in.
Yeah.
But since I moved there, so Harmonic Creative World needed a space to have, you know, for rehearsals and for people to practice, the kids to come and practice. So we're in the same building so we all split rent. Harmonic does not pay my rent. Let's make that clear. We all pay our rent. And so we have Carmen there. We have N2FX with Brock Saylor, Kinder Music, which is under Western Star Music Academy, and then we have Harmonic Creative World. So you go in and you're like, oh, it's kind of a cute little small space, but then it just keeps going and going and going. So
it's a nest of all the creatives.
Yeah.
you definitely hear like people, like there's always kids singing. Summer Wilda, she does voice lessons, so throughout the day I'm hearing all kinds of voices. And then piano music all throughout the day. There's a lot of homeschool groups that come and hang out. So, yeah.
That is cool. I love that, you know, it's kind of like a common thread of like you're always surrounding yourself with people of like mind and like have that creative spirit about them.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting.
And I'm kind of hoping, because I used to love to cross stitch. I sound like an old lady.
what is the difference between cross stitch and crochet?
Well, there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yarn.
But I have a whole bunch of really pretty, some say cuss words on this cross stitch, you know, little thing. And so I have a bunch of them, and I want to have like a craft night, because they're in our part of the office, Carmen and I's side, we have, it's mostly for adults over there.
Yeah, it's like a lounge almost.
Yes, it's loungy. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping, because the winter's already so cold here, that we can have some like-minded people come and bring a craft or come cross stitch and teach me again how to do it.
Night. Yeah, I tried.
We could record a podcast there too.
Yes, we could. We could.
That would be fun. I want to mic everyone up so we can hear all the little things that they're murmuring under their breath.
Craft night. You know what? Don't do it to me, because I cuss a lot when I do that. Because I like with the crochet, I just get angry because it's too tight. Maybe I just need to loosen up a little bit.
I've tried cross stitching, can't do it. Love to crochet though. It's so fun.
So yeah,
I haven't really done either. I mean, I tried crocheting and it kind of just made me mad. So,
but we did have we painted ornaments last week with a group of middle schoolers, which was interesting. And there were about 15 not little girls, they're young ladies.
Yes.
And then we had we made snow globes the other day. So, if you guys have an idea, if there's anyone out there who wants a place to do some creative things, then you're more than welcome to reach out to us and we can rent a space down there or, we can make it happen. We really want... Harmonic Creative World is for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Every program we do put out there, we make sure that we're not going to say no if you want to do it. We try to get sponsorships and we're partners to come and donate because we do work off of fully donated, and we're trying to put some classes together for teachers. So if you're a teacher and you love music and you know how to do violin or I don't know, percussions or whatever you'd like to do, reach out to us and we'd love to put something together because there's kids out there who do want to learn music and they're willing to pay that monthly fee, then let's do it.
Absolutely. And that is a thing where I know that there are some music teachers that'll teach out of their home. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes, like for me, when I was living in an apartment, it was really hard to do lessons that way. So it made a huge difference for me to have like a studio where I could have a piano there and a bunch of guitar stands or whatever, so that it just made it easy to teach lessons.
And the parents can hang out in the lounge.
Yeah. The lounge.
Well, and I think the environment also helps those juices flow, right?
Yeah.
Because you're in that environment to make music.
Yeah.
It's different than sitting in a living room.
Creative, yeah. And like, I am so busy during the day. Like, it's like from waking up to going to bed, I feel like my day is so full. But stepping into that creative zone in my own office, it's just like, I don't feel that stress where as if I was at home working.
Yeah. There's some separation of work and life. A little sliver.
Which I'm trying to back off some things. But we are looking for new board members for Harmonic. If any of you guys are interested, and I've been there for it'll be 2 years here and my time's almost up, so we'll need a new president position to be filled, and I know there's a couple other ones, but we really want to expand and do more.
That's what I was going to ask. So really, this is a call out more to all creatives, so not just involving music, but kind of having the mindset of we want to keep growing this into something bigger
even if it's a business mentality. That would work. Because, there's too many creatives. Yeah,
there's a lot of differences. I see.
There's a lot of things.
Passion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Need someone in the room that has the executive functioning to get it done.
Yeah. Like money and...
Yeah, all the important stuff.
Organizing.
Stop looking at me, Carmen.
So if there were people interested in just reaching out in general to chat about what you guys could offer, or if they want to get involved in some way, is that on Facebook, or like how does that work?
You can go to Harmonic Creative World on our Facebook, or you can go to harmonic.art, A-R-T, and reach out that way. We can always get you involved.
Yay.
There's a lot of activities.
I love
Isn't that funny? You were saying that Williston is a place where people will kind of run into things, and here you are.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Well, I mean, for real, like when I see that like on the Facebook world, because everybody's on that here
The Williston
for some reason, there's nothing to do here. I'm like, have you really? Is this really?
Right. It's really just about stepping out of your bubble and just like having a conversation with someone, and then they will 100%, like 100% of the time will rope you in on something.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. And then you meet so many cool people.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're always roped into everything.
I know. So you're gonna be there? Nah. Yeah. What is it? We had what, the Friday? There was, gosh. Well, I know. What is it? The downtowners had to cancel their thing, but there was still the music going on Friday. There's music on Saturday, and there's music yesterday.
Yeah.
But on top of everything else, it's just like was not. I mean, there is more than music, but I mean, music is everything. But it's okay.
Music.
Yeah, we had our Christmas
favorite.
party this past weekend, so
Yeah.
Everyone,
yeah,
everyone's getting
everyone's
ready for
having
the
their
holidays.
holiday parties and stuff. So.
Yeah.
December in Williston is wild. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I know when people are like, "Oh, there's nothing to do." I'm like, "Do you want to pretend to be me at this event while I'm at this other event, so I can be at both?"
Yeah.
Because I have too much to do.
Yeah.
I need to clone myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on top of that, I am the managing editor at the Williston Graphic.
I know. I was gonna
like,
mention
missing
that
something,
because off of your whole list of things you were going off of, I was like, she's missing one. She's missing.
There are a few, but we won't mention those.
Yeah.
But I think I am a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What I think I'm really good at is just connecting people. And so that's where I love. So when I was approached by JC Labar, he's the owner of the Williston Graphic. It was the shopper. He's like, Jess, you're just so connected. You know everybody. You're so good. You don't have to do this like full time. And I was like, okay.
Oh boy.
You look over to all of your part-time jobs that you do. You're like, I think I can squeak this.
Well, I really love the time block. I don't go past a certain hours a week. I do maintain my life with my kids and my family and my husband. But it's just like, it is all about time blocking. Because how many times do you stop work and you're like, here's a little scroll. Let's just doom scroll for a minute. And I don't know. I don't love doom scrolling. And I don't love watching TV at night. I just love to like look at different ways to have a business.
Yeah, there you go.
The next
What
business
more
venture.
could I do to do this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We just watch family movies together. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I need to start
You need
figuring
at
out how to
least
do
10
a
more
business.
businesses.
I know.
At least 10.
There's this guy on YouTube, and I forget his name, but he's a serial entrepreneur as well. And he like took a Buc-ee's he saw that Buc-ee's, that gas station down south. He saw that they didn't sell merchandise on their website. So he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go do the merchandise. He reached out to them and he was like, can I do this? He didn't hear anything back. He was like, well, I'm just going to do that. So he took like $2,000. He went to Buc-ee's gas station, bought all this merch with his wife, and they put this website together. And Buc-ee's reached out, and this is like down in Texas too. And he wrote in papers and everything that they were selling this stuff. And Buc-ee's finally went in the room with him and was like, "Cool, we love this. Keep doing it." But he doesn't even buy it at retail or wholesale price.
Yeah.
He does it full retail and he doubles the price. So, and that's why people are so desperate to get Buc-ee's items.
Yeah.
That they're willing to pay double the price. I mean, if you think about like how easy it is to make money, like with those kind of ideas.
I mean, I have tons of ideas. It's just that
But it's a matter of doing
follow
it.
through, you know?
And what in my brain is like, well, half the battle is marketing and coming up with the look and all that stuff. So, and I already have that talent. So why don't I just do it?
I mean,
And so
what you do.
that's the trouble.
You're just so good at marketing all the things that you just...
Oh, I'm not great, but, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
So,
That's what you're doing like 90% of the time.
yeah.
Whether it be marketing for people, marketing for yourself, marketing for
The chamber.
The chamber, yeah.
But it's just a matter of, and really it's just about talking to people and getting things. I mean, that's half the battle. I think marketing, people don't take enough advantage of networking.
Yeah, it's probably true.
So is that something that you would say you learned coming here, or where does that stem from? Like,
With
just
the
having
whole networking
yeah, or just like your creativity and, you know, your confidence in marketing.
Okay, so I used to be really shy.
Yeah.
What?
I used to be really shy, and I used to work. So I lived in Atlanta for 11 years, and I used to work for this marketing company there, and it was a really big marketing firm down there, and with big, huge clients, and I just did not fit in, and it was only because I didn't have the confidence. I didn't know how to command a room. I didn't know how to like. I was just kind of like, I was in my 20s, trying to still figure it out. I was in a really shady relationship, and that didn't work for me. And so I was actually, after that relationship ended, I was like, oh my God, I'm good enough. Like, I can do this.
Yeah.
And it just clicked in me, like, I don't need, and then I got let go of that job. And so then it just clicked in me, like, I don't need to work 60 hours a week for somebody and getting paid $40,000 a year. Like, I could double that, making that if it was just me. And so, and then it just clicked that I can make multiple streams of income, and I don't have to do just one thing. I can go
Like
walk dogs,
unconventional route. Yeah.
yeah, and have the freedom to do whatever I wanted. And then I just really started putting that out there, hence the manifestation part. And so, and then I had someone who used to work for me at that marketing agency called me up, and she's like, hey, I left too, and I found this sweet job, and I want you to come work for me. And it was a contract job of going to work for a company who does music festivals on cruise ships. And so I was still single, and I was like, heck yeah, I want to go do this. So I hung out with some really cool people, and I went and traveled the Caribbean during the winter months and had a ton of fun. And I just, those group of people that really instilled in me of like, you can be yourself and be confident in who you are, and you can still be respected, and just, you know, and that really built up a bit of confidence in me.
Yeah. And if anything, I think it helps build authenticity, which can give you more respect than if you're just trying to stay the course and just fit into what everyone else is expecting you to be. So that's good that you learned that there. Yeah.
I had a really cool conversation with someone really famous. I don't even know if I can say his name, but what was really cool was that, because you can meet these amazing artists that have everything. And I hung out with someone it was his violin player, and we were just chatting and having this conversation about business and what do I want to do and all that stuff. And so it was the next day that the main singer, I met up with him in an elevator. I didn't, on accident.
Right, yeah.
And I didn't have my name tag on me. And he's like, Jess, gosh, it was so good to see you. Here, I have like an idea for you, and da da da. And so, but it was just really cool because that kind of trust and the confidence to I don't know, that stuck with me. And so when I meet people and meet other, like even younger kids, when I talk to them, it's just like I just want to like show them that there's so much more to life than the normal humdrum of what we're told to do. Like just go to work, make this certain amount of money, and then hopefully you can save it for retirement.
That's so true. And I think, you know, with the mindset of like always looking out for the other person, because we're all in it together. So if you see someone who's struggling, or like, I don't know, just having that mindset of like, I can help you out. This is what I've learned. And, you know, I think that's exceptional. Yeah. Because in today's day and age, like, you're so focused on your life and just making it work and meeting your hours and surviving to get groceries and whatnot. You kind of get lost in it, and you don't see anyone outside of yourself. But having that mindset of like, I'm bettering myself and I can help like better you, it just like keeps pushing you forward, and everyone wins. It's like a win-win scenario. Yeah. So that's incredible.
But like the competition part, and like there's so many photographers here in Williston, and my husband was like, well, what about, I hope they don't take that job away from you. And I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I know who I am.
Yeah.
Like, if they want to, then fine. I'll go and find something else. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
I really don't. It's a matter of, it's not, you can be amazing at something, but if you're a jerk, and you're not good in public, and you have like this jerk mentality, then good luck to you.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, people will, I mean, it may take time for people to see who you are because you've been in that role for a short time, but people will see your true colors.
Yeah. And other things too, like if you're not listening to the client and having that intimate understanding, that's another thing too, is with you, like you mentioned, you talk to the person, you get to know what is their brand kit, and if they're going to like a marketing firm, then they might not be getting that same like.
But I'm going to actually ask you how your kit is.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Because I care about the person who you are.
Exactly.
And I think that's where a lot of the human side of, I mean, I think with COVID, with all that, I've also learned with that is like, we're missing that human element.
There's like a disconnect. It's like we were so, isolated that people forgot how to interact and be kind to others.
Yeah.
That, and even like pointed out the faults that existed way before that, I think as well. It just like accentuated this disconnect that we were kind of falling into. But then COVID and like really just plummeted us into that. Coming out of it was just like, it was like a shock. It was like, what? How to be human? No.
But now, I mean, it's funny how many people want to have a conversation over text, where I'm like, people are shocked when I call them, like, because they're like, oh, I wonder if they hadn't replied to my text, and I'm like, and they're talking to me about them not replying to my text, and I'm like, whatever. I'm like calling them on the phone while they're talking to me, and then they're like, hello. I'm like, hey, what is the answer to this? And they're like, this, and I'm like, okay, cool, see you later. And there you go. You have your answer. You're not waiting 8 hours for the answer. Pick up the freaking phone and answer it. We could get it all done.
I love that.
Reject.
I know, right? It's Jessica again. No.
I'll call all day. My poor sisters.
Well, I think
care
some
if we
people
fought.
forget, like, not everyone is at home. So I get a lot of calls and I'm at work and I'm like, I can't talk. I'm at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll call you later.
Send a quick voice memo instead.
I'll call you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So if anyone, I mean, often we like to ask this question to the people that we bring in here onto this podcast. For those who are listening that want to be a little bit more involved with the community or might need some help, with anything in regards to like growing themselves or their entrepreneurship or their job, their whatever, what advice would you give them? Like, I know you talked a lot about taking chances and over time that kind of builds up into success because the more chances you take, the more success you're going to find. Is there anything that you can like go off of,
Yeah. I mean, get over yourself.
Step out of yourself.
Put that in quotes.
That is
Get
awesome.
over yourself, Jessica Delvo.
You're not that important.
Secrets to success.
No, you are important. That's the thing. But who cares what anybody else thinks?
Right.
That's what stops us half the time. I mean, what stops you from going and doing a live on your social media?
Yeah, the insecurity.
Because you're so afraid.
Yeah.
But then again, there's another side of like, I see so many people they're on social media, and I'm like, you're not acting like yourself.
Who are
Yeah.
you?
Well, it's like they put up a show, right?
The
Social
show.
media.
Yeah.
So get over yourself and be yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, we can see through you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's true and authentic. So just as I say, be yourself. Be your true, authentic self. You are who you are. You're wonderful as you are. And don't be afraid to make that move and to make that, if you're living in a space that doesn't work for you, then find a space that does.
Mm.
And if you can't find a connection,
Or create a space.
yes,
Or create a space. that
or
does.
create a space.
Yeah.
Create a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, because there's so many people out there there's more of you out there than there are not. So, and you know what? If you don't go for it, somebody else is going to do it. And you're like, but that was my idea. Well, they moved on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but then again, don't be afraid to do that same thing, because you are you. You are the only one that knows how to do it, right?
Competition, like you said, is good for everyone.
Yeah. Like, I mean, how many coffee shops are in this town?
There's a lot.
But
a lot.
they
There's quite a
make
few.
money. Every single one of them
Yeah.
makes money.
And every single one of them is a little different from the other.
Exactly.
And has something for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very
That's
much so.
true. I
That's
know where to
great
go get my
advice.
coffee.
Same.
The kind that I like.
Yeah.
But it's no offense to anyone else.
And no
either.
offense to anyone else, but I go to a
Same.
specific shop for a matcha. I go to a specific shop for my
Yeah.
espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
That's
same
so
with
true.
like the photographers in this town. Everybody has their own style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody does their own thing, and whatever works for you, you go to that person. That's why
Right.
I don't take offense if one of my supposed clients has been to me once, and I see them with another photographer. I'm like, good, go and do that.
Yeah, because sometimes it's a matter of who can you get
Yeah.
in with. It's not a matter of
Yeah.
I like someone better than somebody else. At least for me, it's that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a photographer here, so now I have some ideas. So
It's a good opportunity to try somebody else and
Yeah.
say, you know what, I really like what this person did. I really like what this person did, and you get to shop around
Yeah.
and find exactly who is going to meet what you're looking
Right.
for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm just, just be you.
I love
Just
that.
do your thing.
Thank you for that advice. I'm sure a lot of people are going to connect and resonate with it. So, wrapping back around, because I don't want to miss out on anything that you have going on, we would love to hear more about what people can look forward to in the future. I know you're always doing something new. Is there any little tidbits or like hints that people are like, oh, I got to make sure that I look out for that? Anything? I know you mentioned a few things already, naturally,
Yeah.
but
I am going to be doing a rebrand on the Creative Dove. I am keeping the Creative Dove for my creative projects and for photography for the creative way.
interesting.
But I have a new branding that I'm going to be doing, focusing more on the marketing and the branding for bigger businesses in town or beyond.
Nice. Yeah.
And I don't want to dive too much into what I'm going to be doing because I have some things lining up right now. But I have that.
Cool.
And hopefully January you'll see a new name come out. And then, and I actually, if anyone knows a good manufacturer for toys, I have this really great idea that I'm getting 3D printed right now.
you know, we've got a lot of
Going
connections
into
in the chamber,
production.
but that's one connection I don't think we know of.
We'll keep that. We'll write that down, though.
But
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
good one. And
Okay.
I think you guys would be really excited about it.
Okay.
And I'm going to move forward with it. So we'll see where it goes.
I'm sure my
So,
nephews would be stoked for some new
yeah,
toys.
yeah, we'll see. There's
Cool.
certain
Yeah.
demographic, so it's going to be good.
They like, they
Okay.
like a little bit of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. not in a bad way. Not to like
Right.
exclude anyone. It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
for everyone, but it's just some people will like it better than others. So
Fair enough.
And for these books that are in the making, in the
Yeah,
works,
in
and the
the
ones that are
books.
already out,
Yeah.
where can people find that?
you can go down to Sanctum and Stone or on Amazon.
Okay.
And I can put a link out there.
Yeah, and we can put one in the description for anyone who.
yep, we can add it to the description.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as those books, that's hopefully within the next 3 months. I'll have it wrapped up. I have them. I swear I don't do anything at night. I don't love TV. I am like
You're just on your
do,
laptop.
do, do, do. I am. I do pay attention to my husband
Yeah, yeah.
and my kids.
I love it. I love it.
I'm just cracking up just because you have so much on your plate at all times. I'm just like 3 months, Jessica. Okay.
Well, how about that?
That's
That's
amazing.
all
I wish I
good.
had that energy.
I know.
Me too.
We'll just bottle it up for us for later.
Yeah, can you do that
That'll
for
be
us?
your
Can you
next
actually
venture.
sell that?
I feel like I'm on fire. Like, I feel like for some reason, I feel like I just want to, like, I just have all this energy out in the world right now. And
You want to share it with everyone.
yeah.
You're tapped into your creative
Man,
spirit.
if I made $1 million this year, I would share it.
Okay, it's not just recorded. That's on the
Donate.
podcast.
That's right.
Yeah,
We're gonna hold you to
good.
that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wait, I didn't take care of my family first, and we need to go on vacation.
Yes.
Then we can talk about some things. But I mean, why not, right?
Right?
Like, there's
Yeah.
plenty. I just
Because
let's
it's
do
not
it.
it's a handout. It's a lift up.
Yeah,
And you know,
exactly.
as we've talked about manifestation and all that, if you believe in karma, then what you put out will just come back to you. So
Very
there you
true.
go.
And Powerball's $1 billion. So
There
there's
you
that.
go.
Take some
You
chances.
donate and then you
Saying.
play Powerball.
I don't know. I've been-
question?
Yeah, I would love to ask a question, but I know we already talked about a whole lot. Is there anything else we want to ask her before we hop into this final question? Or
We might need an extra episode.
yeah,
With
will you
Jessica
come
at some
back? That's a
point.
good question.
Yeah, will you come back for us?
Yeah, of
Is it as
course.
scary as you thought it would be? I know you.
No, I mean, you know, sometimes you get questions beforehand so you can look at them, but
Nope,
you guys
not
did
natural.
not.
That's
No.
not how we
We're
roll.
winging
No,
it.
we want
That's
it-
not Engage
We want it to
Williston.
be natural and authentic and not rehearsed.
Conversation works best when you are engaged with the conversation. So
calculating your answers
Yes.
and referring to a script. Nah, that's not how we roll.
No,
it's sorry for our guests, but it's really not that bad.
no, it's not.
And time just goes by really
Yeah.
quick.
It does. See, it's
Yeah.
already time for
It's
our
already
last
time
question.
for our last question.
Yeah.
Our only question, I should say.
All right, I do have two highlighted here because oftentimes I'll ask a question that really stumps people, and we kind of need to divert to a secondary question.
Always
so.
good to have a backup.
But they're both pretty wonderful. I think you would have fun with either. So the first one that I chose was, what's the most unprofessional professional moment you ever had? Because you're a silly girl sometimes.
Oh my gosh!
And
Do you want to
have
know?
so many-
One sticks out in my brain right now. Who's that girl? Because I've been on cruise ships with famous people. Okay,
Yeah.
and and when you think about famous people with what they look like, they have makeup on.
Mm-hmm.
They are on stage, and this woman, who's the fight song girl? What's her? Rachel. Yeah. So she sits down. I'm in production, and I literally sit there for 20 hours out of the day. And this woman sits down across from me, and she's like talking about relationships and all that stuff. And I don't know. I didn't know who she was. I honestly didn't think she was famous. I thought she'd maybe been like an assistant or something.
Right, yeah.
At my level.
You thought you were talking peer to peer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just made a fool out of myself because I was being silly. I was talking to, I probably cussed a little bit.
Oh, and then you later
But
found out.
then, like, literally an hour later, like, they're like, oh, she's on stage. And I looked behind me because our production windows were right behind the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, crap. Yeah, Rachel Platten. And I was like, I didn't know it was her. I feel like an idiot. Like,
Oh,
I love that though.
that's cool though. You were being yourself, and you were treating her like she was anybody else, and
Yeah.
she probably appreciated
And
that.
we're not supposed to, when we were on there, you don't take pictures of people. You don't, like,
Yeah.
act like you can't.
But to stay professional,
You
quote
do.
unquote. Yeah.
So that's where it was, yeah.
You can't fangirl because
No,
you're
you
not
can't
supposed to.
fangirl over anybody. There was quite a few that I wanted to fangirl, but
Yeah.
Nick's words it.
I love that. I knew that was a good question because I feel like, with your line of work, you meet and interact with so many different people. I was like, she has multiple stories locked and loaded.
I mean,
like,
I got my heel stuck in an elevator one time when I was trying to flirt with someone.
Was that a professional setting?
Yeah, it was. I was like leaving and, trying to be all cute. And I'm like, oh my God. And my foot came out. Got stuck right in the little wedge. That was fun.
How long were you stuck?
Just like a 10 seconds
like,
too long.
foot exited shoe,
Yeah,
and then
then I
he
had
to
to
go
bend
back
over and grab my shoe and walk away.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It's all good.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing those vulnerable moments.
Anytime.
With us. Yeah. And now if anyone meets you like out in the wild, they would be like,
I don't wear
hey.
heels anymore like that. I was cute back then. Pre-kids.
I would be traumatized by that and just stick to wedges and flats. After
Yeah,
that.
right?
Yeah.
And that's why I never wear heels.
You never know.
That's funny. That's so funny. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you
for
for
having me.
joining us.
It was a pleasure. It was amazing to hear about, all these things that you do, and like, in your past, and just here in Williston and how you're bringing it to Williston. And
Yeah.
can't wait to see what transforms.
If you guys ever need to get plugged in, I will plug you in. You need to meet somebody.
Yes.
I think all of us in this room could be plug somebody into something.
That's right.
Oh, absolutely.
All we need to do is
movers
reach
and
out.
shakers.
Ready to rope people into stuff. So
Yeah. So, all right, well,
Amazing.
thank you.
Yeah, we'll have you back.
Thank you.